What's going on, guys? Day number 2. Starting off a little bit later, I'm not gonna lie. Sorry. Have to get through. They block it off at the end of the day so that people don't come back in who aren't supposed to be here. Thankfully, I do have access, but we're starting off a little bit later today. I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little bit tired, but let's get this energy going. Have a great workout. Let's get it, y'all. All right. We're gonna start off today with a little bit of some shoulder press. I do have it not completely upright because I do have a little bit of a shoulder impingement. Shattered my shoulder back in sophomore year of high school, so I still can't even get full range of motion. I've been working on it a little bit. It just kind of sucks when you're working on that mobility and the strength completely goes away. So that's not the most fun thing for me, which is why I kind of veer away from it and just end up doing this. But let's get our first warm-up set going. Nothing too crazy. Let's like pick up the 35s, wrap them out a little bit. Oh. All right, what I was just about to say when I sat down is my legs are absolutely fried from yesterday. But more so than that, they are starting to bruise up big time from that crash into a brick wall. Not feeling too good, but I'm hoping I can still get all these dumbbells up so I can still put up some good weight for you guys. And in between that last clip and this, I just realized that I can use my AirPod as my mic. So hopefully this works a little bit better for you guys as we're getting into this nice little shoulder day. I do also have a mic coming in off of Amazon. Nice little DJI. Don't know exactly what the model is called because I'm not gonna lie, didn't grab the most expensive one because I'm just getting started. But I think it's gonna be a little bit better than this and that as well. Let's get into this next set in a second. All right, we're gonna start on our first working set. I'm thinking with 60s. Probably gonna go up 10 just about every set. But I'm scared putting these on my legs. Oh, it really doesn't feel good. Holy crap. But we're gonna shoot for that 8 to 10 range on this guy. Kick these guys up and let's get it. Perfect. Good first set. Just like the rest of the body warms up, kind of think that quad's warming up a little bit to the pressure on it, which is nice. Again, I'm trying to work with what I got for these angles today. I just wanted to show y'all real quick what exactly our tripod's looking like. It's this bench. Getting moved around wherever the heck it needs to be. Throwing that water bottle up right behind it just to get these going. As I'm getting into the second set right here, I would like to say there's a lot of people that I know from my hometown reaching out in the comments and everything, as well as on some of my social medias, and it's pretty cool to see you guys cheering me on a little bit and rooting for me. I just wanted to say I really appreciate that as we're getting into this set, but man, if y'all keep doing this for me, I really don't think there's anything that can stop me, even if it's the few of you that are there. But here we go. Big press, come on. All right. We're going for that 6 to 8 range. I'll take 6 on that. Feel a little bit weak, but guess that's kind of what happens when you're cutting a little bit and burning more calories than you're intaking. But it is what it is. Still fighting for it though. Come on. All right, this last angle here is a bit of a risky one. I got it set up in between the dumbbell rack and a dumbbell. Sat on top of a bolt actually. But I think I'm gonna play it safe today. Instead of going up to the 80s, I'm gonna go to the 75s. We're gonna try to rep this out as much as we can. All right. Oh, scared I was gonna knock that down. Just taking the dumbbells off the rack. All right, here we go, y'all. Last set on here. Big push. Up. Come on. Oh, that's just still a little sore. All right, let's check them out. 3, 2, 1, and all right. Come on. I'll take 5 right there. That was a good fight at the end for the last one. Woo. All right. Good first exercise. I think I'm gonna go into some Arnold presses next. So we're gonna keep it right there for me right now, so I don't have to think about moving that around just yet. Be right back with y'all. All right, so Arnold presses are one of those lifts that are extremely humbling. You'll see some big A dudes pushing like 230, 250 weight-wise, and you come in and you see them doing some Arnold presses, they'll barely be touching the 60s. It's something that's just more so for the burn, the control, hitting that front delt, side delt. So we're gonna get into a little bit. I think I'm just gonna go for a little bit of a burnout set right here. Kind of feel it out. And keep going till we can, I guess. Here we go. I might fast forward this one a little bit, just because I know this could get a little bit boring, seeing the same movement over and over again. Especially if we're doing a little bit lighter weight and going for a burnout set. So, I'll catch you guys in just a second. Once I feel that I've done my fair share. That's gonna be it for that first set. Damn. All right, got y'all back over there. I'm only gonna go up 2.5 pounds each time on these guys, because those 30s burnt pretty good. Let's get this next set going. Again, I'm gonna throw this into a little time lapse real quick. So I'll catch you guys in just a second. Whew. Perfect. Feeling a crazy burn on this guy now. Good stuff so far though. Now before I get into this next set, there's one thing I'd like to talk about real quick. I actually had one of my really good old friends reach out. I would even go as far to say as one of my first best friends. And unfortunately, time did us part a little bit. He moved down south, he's doing his own thing, also into lifting big time. Used to be a real tiny kid, just like me. Built up, shredded, big guy now. But he had told me, you gotta find your niche. You gotta be unique, right? And I kind of been thinking about it all day. What kind of really makes me unique? And I think the thing that makes me unique is that there's not one thing that makes me me, if that makes any sense. Now, you may be saying, what does that mean exactly? I think the best part about me is that I'm extremely versatile. I'm caring to my friends. If they're having a bad day, I promise you I will pick them up. I try my best not to make anybody feel left out. Walk into my classes. This is actually the first semester where I really feel this way, but I feel like I'm more connected to the people around me. I'm more aware of myself, my surroundings. And there's one thing that stands out, is that I always try to be a light. That's something that my Mimi's always told me, and my dad. My Mimi being my father's mother. But that just means no matter what you're going through throughout your day, it doesn't matter how you feel, how bad that day is going for you. There's no reason to take it out on anybody else, right? All you got to do, keep that smile on your face, even if you don't want to. And you never know what it could do. It could brighten up somebody else's day. Take it from a 2 to a 10, right? So be yourself, be happy, all that kind of stuff. Now let's get working in this next set. All right, getting this last set going, I'm actually gonna go from the 32.5 to the 37.5, just because I did start to lose the burn a little bit, because it took me a while to figure out where to put that second clip of the last video. But let's get it. Once again, third and final time lapse. Come on. Whew. Good final set, baby. Probably gonna superset some front raises with some lateral raises next. We'll get that going in just a sec. All right, so I'm not gonna lie. Absolutely butchered that first set. Was not in frame at all. So I used my AirPods this time as a little bit of a placeholder, but let's get this next set going. Once I get towards the end of the set, I'm more than happy to get some cheat reps in. All right, we're gonna jump straight into those front raises next. Hop up from the 17.5s for the lats up to the 22.5s for front raises. Here we go. We got 3 more each side. Whew. 9, 10, and 10. Whew. I wish y'all could see where this one's at. This placement is absolute fire. On the top of some trap bars. Honestly, I don't even know what kind of bars they are. They're like super long, super wide, interestingly handled trap bars. Let's get this last set right here going. a little bit of cheat reps. And again, no break, straight into those front raises. Here we go. 25. Last set, best set, baby. Here we go. Oh, these are heavy. I'm gonna go 2 or 3 more. These are gonna be pretty cheaty. And you know, I really do love keeping strict form for a lot of things, but there are a lot of people who say, if you want those boulder shoulders, just grab the freaking weight and chuck it around. That's why towards the end of the set, when I am getting pretty fatigued and shot, more than happy to do it. Getting into our last set right here. Just gonna do some traps. I do like doing these unilaterally because I do tend to favor the left side a little bit more, but I'm not gonna make you guys watch this, so I'll catch y'all when I'm all finished up with this, saying the goodbyes. All right, I actually lied to y'all. I did do those 2 other sets of shrugs on each side, but in between that first and second set, I actually threw in some of these kettlebell push-ups. Wanted to get a nice little chest pump real quick, but it's also gonna incorporate a little deeper range of motion on my shoulders right here. Let's really focus on keeping that back nice and flat, just like a 2x4, really, honestly. And go all the way deep, and that's when the shoulder starts to come in right here, boom, and up. Kind of just like to burn out on these guys. The big thing is just keeping it nice and under control. Ooh. Last few. All right, and that is pretty solid for me right there. I'd be lying if I said that I didn't do those as well. I want to get a couple little mirror pics going. So I'm gonna run over there, film a little bit of it for you guys. Let's see how the pump came out. Again, we are leaning out a bit right now. I'm not gonna take off my pump cover quite yet. That'll be for another day. But we are getting big, baby. The progress is coming along. Big and lean. What's that new song? It's like SpongeBob movie. It's like big guy, big guy, big guy, big guy. That's how I'm feeling right now. Let's go, baby. All right, guys, wrapping it up for the day again. Hope y'all enjoyed tuning into this video. If you made it this far, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Had another great workout. Good little shoulder day today. Shoulder traps. Got the work in. Worked hard. But don't forget, everybody, keep trying to make yourself the best version you can, spiritually, mentally, and physically, most of all. Come on. Y'all have a great rest of your night / day whenever you end up watching this. Peace out. Dosinate out.